Hi, this is Gary DeGrazia Sr., and thank you for attending my video blog on probate real estate. Today's topic is going to be probate short sales, reverse mortgage. Now, that's a mouthful, but I hope I interest you when I tell you on this particular deal that I'm actually in right now, and have done several of these. My fees coming and going on this deal is $48,000 on a single family home, right around a 550 entry point. Okay, now when you're dealing with probate, and if you have a short sale situation, and many of the baby boomers that are passing today and have homes have put reverse mortgages on their properties, and a lot of them have had them for a number of years, and they're actually owed more than the property's worth right now. So of course that puts us into a short sale situation. So many families, why would you even go through probate to do that if there's no equity in the property? But a lot of times we're able to get the administrator's fees paid to the administrator who's a family member, or the executor, depending if there was a will or no will. So for that reason they'll do it. The attorney can get paid on this. There's real estate commissions. A lot of families want the loan closed out. They want to close all the business of the passing member. And that's the incentives for them to move forward on this. Plus there could be other assets in the estate, some insurance policies or whatever, collectibles that they want to go through probate and get that done. So the first thing you have to do is understand how probate works. So in this case there was no will, and they hadn't started probate yet because we tried to put this sale together through a power of attorney with the daughter before the mom passed. And if we would have had everything completed in escrow, everything fully accepted, then that power of attorney would have held up even though the mom passed shortly after we were entering into the contract. What happened is she passed the day before we were fully accepted, so that kicked out the power of attorney, and now the only way we can move forward is to open up a probate and get going. Well, there's cost up front, and if you work with the right attorneys like I do, you can get this started for basically about $435 in our county, and I have the investor who's buying this property pay that. A little bit of risk money, yes, but when you have an upside of $100,000, your investor will make that calculation if it's worth it or not, and believe me, they'll do it. If not, there's somebody else that will. So we get the probate going. There's a paralegal involved, and my staff attorney that works with my diamond farming students who's overseeing it. We put all the attorney fees, all the fees that are statutory here in California, in this case about $14,000, is put on the HUD-1. The same fee that is eligible to the administrator is put on the HUD-1, and then all the other charges, the commission, my commission coming in on this is $33,000. All that is there on your estimated HUD-1, which we're going to send to the lender. And we're going to move forward with the probate. While we're doing this, they're both going to take about 60 days to do. While we're doing this, we're going to be working with the lender on the short sale process to get that in order. And with a reverse mortgage, it's a little bit different than the short sales that you know, and the probate's a little bit different than the short sales as you know it. You're going to go through a few other different hoops, but nowhere near what a typical short sale is. There are no financials to provide because the deceased, the borrower, is passed. So really it's on the property. And a reverse mortgage is going to require you as the agent or the seller to provide them with an FHA certified license appraisal. And as long as that sales price, in my case $550, is within 85 to 90% of the value of the property, then they're going to allow that sale to go through. Now, most of the time the lenders will kick out all the fees that we pack on the estimated HUD-1. And what we're looking for in this is to get some type of negotiated fees. And if we have to go to court with an ex parte action to get a court order, that's the way we'll go. Of course, you have to know how to do that, but I'm just telling you this is done and it's possible, and this is how I make my living with these type of deals that most people pass on. It's too complicated. So as we're getting full authority under the independent administrations here in California, for in this case the dollar to be able to sign the grant deed when we get ready to close escrow, I'm working the short sale as well. There's no deposit that has to be put up yet. We don't have to do any inspections on our due diligence yet. As you know, with a typical short sale, it won't start until we have approval. And then once we have the approval, we'll probably at the same time be getting full authority for the daughter and we'll be able to close this out. It's an all-cash deal at $550. If we have to pay any of the attorney fees, let's say we didn't get any of the fees out, the investor buying the property will pay the attorney fees. So it's a great way to work in this environment because no one else is really working this, okay? And we close it out in about 60 days. So once we know we have everything we need, it's a typical closing. It's all cash. There's no loans involved. We typically can close these out in 65 to 70 days. We'll do our due diligence once the short sale is approved. So let's say we close in 75 days. We'll have a 30 to 45 day rehab. Put it back on the market. This is a hot area. It will sell in the condition this particular investor does his properties, and we're looking at a resale value of probably close to $750 on this, of which I'll receive a 2% commission going out, so another 15 on the backside. So there's 48 in commissions on this deal for me. Okay, if I happen to sell it myself, there's another 2.5% there. That's how lucrative this is. One deal is almost what the average agent makes across the United States, which is $57,000 a year. And here's 48 on one deal. And if I sell it myself, I'm going to pick up another 20,000 or so. So I hope this interests you to learn more. There'll be more video blogs coming out on what I do with probate real estate. We look forward to talking to you guys in the future. Thank you.